close out the trip, we'd first be making a pit stop in Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. Wow. Zagreb just has a bunch of these tunnels all over the city. I gotta find out why. The tunnel system in Zagreb was built during World War II to serve as a bomb shelter and promenade, but after the war, fell into disrepair and disuse. The tunnel started being used again in the 1990s though, hosting one of Croatia's first raves and providing shelter during the Croatian War of Independence from Yugoslavia. Which, yeah, it'd be convenient during a bombing raid, but it'd also be convenient on like a rainy day like it is today. Zagreb is also unique for having the weirdest assortment of museums I had ever seen. They had a mushroom museum.
I usually call this mushroom temple, but nobody have to cross. No, just have to say wow, and everybody does.
Wow, the fungus is among us. There was a museum of hangovers.
To win free entry, you can try to shoot darts, but you have to do it with these round goggles.
I'm going to hurt someone.
Almost.
How to smuggle alcohol. I did a whole video about this. Let's see if they used any of my techniques. Oh, boom. Alcohol bra. Now, I didn't have one of the fancy ones, but I had a homemade alcohol bra. It's a drunk walking simulator? Straight line. No, I can't do it. What's the rainforest exhibit doing in the Hangover Museum? You're supposed to go inside this? Oh, yeah. Holy shit. This is the fucking Sunday Scaries box. Okay, that is not the rainforest exhibit. We're gonna stay out of that. This is the drunk driving simulator. Now, is the goal just to not get a DUI?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Caitlyn Jenner some people. Buckle up, buckaroos! Matthew Broderick. Just a little speed bump. Slash a bus. Okay, I'm good. I think you get the point. Don't drink and drive. And they had a museum of broken relationships, which exhibits personal objects left over from former lovers, such as dreadlocks, a vibrating dildo, herpes cream, and a 27-year-old scab. Okay, yeah, that's enough for me. I need to take a break from museums for a little bit. I had no intention of spending my last days in the Balkans reading about the shitty boyfriends of strangers. So we packed up the car and headed back to the Croatian coast, where we could wrap up this series in style. We're hopping on the boat from Split, Croatia to Hvar. Hvar might be one of the nicest islands we've been to on this trip. Actually, the only island, if you don't include Venice. So I'm looking forward to it. We've been working our butts off all trip, and we've been getting a lot done, thanks to Roman Focus. But now we're gonna take some time to decompress today. We deserve it. Hvar is said to be the sunniest island in Europe, as well as one of its most beautiful. So it makes sense that it's become Croatia's most luxurious tourist destination. People flock here from all over the world, looking to relax or rage, and we were hoping to do both. On our way to the first resort we have stayed at this whole trip. They have a pool bar, they've got the works. Filming this series has been incredibly fun. The constant travel was starting to take its toll. My camera guy's knee was still banged up from jumping off the Mostar Bridge. He's a cripple. And my producer Tommy had contracted some sort of skin condition.
It's like I got either scabies or bug bites or bed bugs or something. Got it all over. Got it on my hands. Got it on my feet. So shout out to staying in a new place every night.
It was safe to say we had earned a little R&R, so checked into our resort and took a stroll down to one of Hvar's world-famous beaches. Croatian beaches are rocky, but what they lack in sand, they make up for with quite possibly the nicest water I had ever swam in. It was the perfect color and perfect temperature. I was in hippo mode heaven. In life, there's a lot of sandy beaches and there's a lot of rocky beaches. And if your life's getting rocky, just pop a couple Roman Focus. With Roman Focus, you can turn rocky shores into sandy beaches. There you go. That's the tagline. Anyways, go to GetRoman.com/Donnie for $15 off your first order. It's fast, free, 2-day shipping. I love these guys. Can't thank them enough. How do you think I got here? Disfocused? Are you shitting me? They're really the reason we've gotten so much done, and they're the reason I'm on this beautiful beach right now. After taking a dip, we explored further down the coast. We found an even more secluded cove where we decided to post up for the day. When I was at the rave in King's Landing, a British dude had given me some magic chocolates, and I couldn't think of a better time to sample them. You'll just have to take my word, but they worked. And I ended up spending a solid 45 minutes in a giant tide pool that became my own personal sensory deprivation tank. Floating in the warm water while tiny fish nibbled away at my dead skin was one of the coolest sensations of my life. But that may have just been the shrooms talking. Once golden hour hit, we began our hike back to town. Peace to paradise. Back to the real world. And my God, the scenery in Hvar is unbeatable. This place is unreal. What?
You got the biggest smile on your face.
I mean, I still, like, this place just seems fake to me. Like, that whole thing is fake. I know up top it's real, but everything else is fake. The rest of my crew decided to stay in that night and lick their wounds. But seeing as this was our one and only night on the island, I made the executive decision to venture out solo. Just boarded a boat to take me to an even more exclusive island than the island I'm on right now, aka an extremely douchey beach club. I didn't want to get searched, so I just had to eat all the mushroom tacos right now. We were headed to Carpe Diem Beach Club, which is on a tiny island of 5-minute ferry from Hvar, and is considered the chicest and some would say douchiest club in town. Carpe Diem opens at midnight and closes at 5 a.m., so I was in for a long one. All right, let's go check this place out. Solo. Place absolutely raged, and while it would have been more fun if I came with a crew, I did befriend this one French dude. But then he took an ecstasy pill and left the planet. Dude, the last time I saw you had a shirt on. What's going on? Yo, you found it!
Yes,
Where'd you find it?
I find some nice people.
Oh, fucking hell. I thought you had lost it. Let's go. Yeah, it's time for me to get off the fucking island and back on to the island. This was a solo maneuver by me. I made best friends with a French dude, but that French dude is off the reservations right now, so we're just gonna head off the island. The next day, it was sadly time to leave the Balkans. But man, what a trip. The highs were pretty damn high, And the lows weren't even that low. I had met so many fascinating people who had taught me so much. The food was delicious. The scenery unforgettable. And the hippo mode sessions elite. What more could you ask for? The Balkans may have a tumultuous past, but don't let that stop you from experiencing them in the present. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Straight the swab to the bottom hole until it is well in the top hole. Drill the swab shaft 3 times to the right and leave it in the cart.
Sir, you have tested negative for COVID-19.